like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Backwoods stuff, streets finna fired up. Outside with my hogs and we wide up. What you mean I ain't hustle? When I'm going, I leave with these hands, so I might fuck your pride up. Certified big boss, now I'm high tech. Clock in, boot work, mic check. Fell off, took an L and got it right back. Turn a racket to an M and ain't like that. Woke up.
Yes, ma'am. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Let's wake it up. I want to wake it up. I want to wake it up. Let's wake it up, y'all. Let's wake it up. Let's wake it up. I'm naming names today. I'm naming names today. I'm about to go live on YouTube. I'm going to go live on YouTube talking about Janae, talking about Solar, okay? I'm about to wake it up because y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked up. I want to wake it up. Let's wake it up, okay? Let's wake it up. I want to wake it up. Yeah. My YouTube, my link is in my bio. My link is in my bio. Go to my bio. What's up, y'all? I'm about to wake it up on this carbonaceous shit. I don't know, like, I just feel like I should. I feel like...
Under the fair use doctrine of the US copyright statute, it is permissible to use limited portions of a work, including quotes, for purposes such as commentary, criticism, news reporting, and scholarly reports.
Okay, guys, so Velvet says that she's going to wake it up on Janae and Solar, aka Courtney, aka Sir Capalot. So let's check her out. I will be interjecting where I see fit to give my commentary. Guys, please be sure to drop me a comment, smash that like button, and subscribe. All right, y'all, let's get into this.
I'm gonna wait for, a lot more people to show up. But this is why I lock my hair, because the longer my hair get, the faster it locks. So the longer it get, I have to comb my hair like every 2 or 3 days. And honestly, I really just have not been finding the time lately to just sit and comb my hair, because it usually takes a minute for me to comb my hair, like a couple hours or whatever, like probably like 2 hours, 3 at the most. So, but this is why I lock my hair. It's locking as we speak. And so, like, I'm just like, oh my God, I don't know what to do at this point, because it's just getting longer. But yeah, I'm about to wake it up. Thank you. I appreciate everybody in the chat. What's up, Vane Smith? Hey, TD, I see y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for supporting me throughout all my trials and tribulations, all my ups and downs. We still here. We still going. We still at it. But I'm about to wake it up. Fuck all of this. He said, she said. Like, I'm about to wake it up because, number one, y'all got me fucked up. Number two, competition where? Like, competition for what? Like, you can't compete where you don't compare. So I'm just really trying to figure out what's the whole I hate Velvet campaign. Like, I ain't do shit to none of y'all bitches. But anyway, let's wake it up. And let's keep it graceful. Let's keep it respectful, right? I'm not going to call you out your name. I apologize for calling you a bitch. But sometimes you really act like that. And that I'm saying to Janae. Because that's the only bitch that's on social media really saying some shit. Because if you really had a problem with me, for real, outside of Solar and all of that, you would have said it to my face. But let's wake it up on the facts of the matter. Let's wake it up on the detail of the matter. People come to me, I blocked everybody because it's obvious I can't trust nobody from this whole little sector or whatever. So I respectfully blocked everybody from carbonation, anybody associated with it, because here I am wanting to be there for people, showing my love, showing my condolences, just being there as a supporting person, because I was quote unquote clean of with the whatever the fuck, I'm just around letting people know, like, that ain't what it was. Like who Nature Boy portrayed me to be to you ain't what it was. And that's not to make myself look good or to just be up your ass. But what I'm saying is we really went through some shit. It was really hard times. It was really some traumatic shit that we all went through. And I'm not about to sit up here and act like I ain't go through that shit and y'all sat there and watched. I'm not finna sit up here and act like y'all was some of the key components that, like further made this shit crumble. Like I'm not finna stand up there. No, I'm not doing all that. So let's wake it up. People come to me and tell me stuff and show me stuff. I don't have to watch none of this shit. I live my own life. I live my life day in and day out. I got 3 kids to take care of. You think I'm worried about what somebody said on the internet? But the only reason why we about to wake it up right now is because somebody just show me some shit, just send me some shit. And I'm like, why does shit keep coming to me? Why does it keep coming to me? So it's only right for me to wake it up, right? My cash, somebody asked for my cash app. My cash app is Creole Femininity, capital C, capital F. Make sure you spell femininity correctly because people be scamming as me. Moving on. Let's start from the beginning. Since motherfuckers on social media not telling the whole story, but want to play victim and act like they the one that went through the most and they the one going through the most, try 3 kids over. But let's start from the beginning. When me and Nature Boy got together, he was in fact polygamous, right? Correct. When I got into the relationship with him, I was like, cool, we could be polygamous. This was only under the pretensions that we were going to have a big family so that we can build, i.e., make businesses, i.e., create a product so that we can, obviously sustain ourselves as a tribe, but
Now we not gonna sit up here and act like y'all didn't hear that text notification. Y'all know I gotta check my text messages. I never know how I'm gonna get an update or some information. So you guys will still be able to hear Velvet, but you will not be able to see her while I check my text messages. Guys, hopefully this will end soon because I am working on getting another device. But bear with me, guys. Y'all know what it is. Trollisha duties.
product so that we can, obviously sustain ourselves as a tribe, but create a new culture for our community because all we know as black people is hating on each other. All we know as black people is coming from nothing. So it was our goal or set goal or said mission to create a better environment, not only for the women of carbonation, the men of carbonation, but the children for the most part in carbonation. Nobody wasn't really getting pregnant like that. I was one of the people who got pregnant there. There was another girl, I ain't going to say her name. She got pregnant right before me. We got the same baby daddy, right? When all of that shit went down, when I got with him after.
For those of you who may not know who Velvet is referring to, the girl who got pregnant right before she did went by the name of Pocahontas. She is the one that ate the waffle while pregnant, and Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka Chief Papa John Hot Pocket, aka Chief Administrative Segregation, allegedly, now I'm going to say allegedly because I wasn't there, but word on the curb is he put her out for eating a waffle.
Right? When all of that shit went down, when I got with him after he left his last baby mama before me, when Nature Boy left his last baby mama before me, I was believing what Nature Boy was saying, like she a hoe, she was flirting with this guy in front of me and all of this and all of that. So I'm like, oh, she ain't shit. Like I'm thinking like that. But I didn't get with him to shit on her. I got with him because this nigga was after me. This nigga was after me, like really hard down, sending people in carbonation to send me love letters and tell me that he liked me and that he loved me and that he want to be with me. So I'm like, if this nigga want to be with me so bad, I'm not in the mindset that he evil. I'm not in the mindset that this nigga really shady, that this nigga got some real weirdo shit going on. So I'm like, all right, we gave it a try. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hold on. Come on, Ivy. Come on. Come on. Come here. You gotta sit down. You gotta sit down. One thing y'all not gonna do, one thing y'all not gonna do is tell me how my story went. That's number one. Number two, if you think I'm lying, you can get the fuck out of my life. But anyway, continuing. We got together. I'm like, all right, let's make it work. She went ghost. Got in a relationship with him. This man, well, the woman that was in a relationship with him at the time of us getting together, we was considered said polygamous, right? When we got together, he was with 3 women right before he got with me. He was doing his thing or whatever, and those 3 women decided to leave our relationship or the relationship on their own, right? So when those women left that relationship, me and Nature Boy became monogamous. We was monogamous, whatever. I was pregnant at the time, didn't know I was pregnant. Honestly, and this is just all, ain't no cap on this. I don't know if the baby, or I didn't know at the time if the baby was for Omek or if the baby was for Nature Boy. Because at the end of the day, I broke up with Omek because of my own, concerns or whatever and all of that. And so he wound up leaving. And this was the time when I was real deep in mentally, believing Nature Boy and bigging him up and really holding him to a high regard in my mind. So eventually, like once Nature Boy figured out that I was pregnant or whatever, he was doing the same thing to me that he did with Zoka and Solar, calling the baby a demon and calling the baby all kind of other stuff. The same thing he did to Zoka was the same thing that he did to me. Some months passed, maybe like 2 months passed, I had a miscarriage, right? This was very on early in my pregnancy. I was
Whoa, I did not know that Velvet had a miscarriage. I didn't even know that she was pregnant early on in her time at Carbonation, well, Melanation at the time when she joined. But do you guys realize that this is the third woman who has said that she had a miscarriage while being at Carbonation? Because if y'all recall, Star said that she had a miscarriage with a baby that was Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka Chief Papa John Hot Pocket, aka Chief Administrative Segregation's baby, and also Pee Wee. Do y'all remember Pee Wee? She indicated that she had a miscarriage by Nubian, aka Musa, aka Dalen, and now Velvet. Man, that's crazy. Do y'all think it had anything to do with the living conditions as far as the level of stress for many of these young pregnant women to have miscarried? Like they claim to be living such a great life. I mean, clearly we all know and knew, at least I knew, that something wasn't right over there, but this is wow. This is a lot, guys. And let's not forget that Zoka, aka Jayan Marie Hamilton, also lost her child. While she did go to the hospital and delivered a stillborn, her baby did not make it. This statistic, while it may seem very slight based on the number of women who went in and out of carbonation, is still very unfortunate.
This was very on early in my pregnancy. I was about eight, almost 12 weeks, somewhere around there. I had a miscarriage. I had the miscarriage. Those women wasn't around. Janae wasn't around at the time. But let's backtrack. Before I had the miscarriage with him, when I was monogamous with him, and I had my miscarriage when we was in Mexico. I think I was in no, we wasn't in Mexico. We was somewhere in Belize. Either we was in Mexico and we traveled to Belize, or we was in Mexico, but then we wound up leaving or whatever. Anyway, just to backtrack. Way before any of this, no, this was after. Yeah, this was after. Okay, we ain't got to backtrack. Moving on. I had the miscarriage. Me and Nature Boy, we still monogamous at this time. We wind up in Belize. This is when all the magic happens. I get pregnant in Belize. So once I get pregnant, that's when he started really pushing being polygamous. So I'm like, all right, he got me under the impression that we gonna choose a wife together. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. I chose Janae to be our wife. Let's be clear. I told Nature Boy that I wanted Janae to be our wife. I didn't know this girl. I didn't know her from Adam and Eve. I didn't. She was just somebody who I was like, this woman is beautiful. Like, she was watching us way before I even had made the decision for her to be our wife. She was watching already. I found that out after the fact. So during this was in 2018. I'm freshly pregnant with Ellie. Me and Janae, we talking on a daily basis. Nation Boy figures out that me and this girl got a connection, right? So when me and this girl have a connection, she get to telling me, oh, he not good for you. He toxic and all of this and all of that. So she was actually trying to help me escape from this nigga. A couple times I called her on the phone. She like, yeah, I'll give you a place to stay and all that. We talking about Janae. Yes, Solar baby mama. So I'm confiding in her, telling her all the abuse that he doing to me, he hitting me, all that, pregnant and all of that. She like, I'm gonna help you get out of there. What the woo? I stopped having a connection with her because I'm like trying to focus on getting out and all of this shit. So I go back to make the decision to make it work with him because I'm pregnant, right? So we get in a relationship, and so I bring her up again. Come to find out, Nature Boy don't want to be with Janae because he know that if me and Janae had came into contact with each other, we would have blew this shit out the water. We would have been making money. We would have been doing all kind of shit. We would have really been on some generational wealth because Janae, she fails to realize, and I don't know why, she fails to realize to a certain degree that she has so much power. She has so much beauty that she could be investing in herself, but she's so boy crazy that it is fucking with her mind. And I'm gonna get into that in a second, right? So she telling me all of this. She telling me all. We gonna now moving on with the story. We're gonna forget that Janae was even the first woman ever to get on the phone with me to tell me how my baby daddy ain't shit and how he toxic and how I need to not be with him. We're gonna forget about that. Moving on in the story. Anyway, so she doing all that.
Interested in a great read? Check out Greatness is a Habit authored by Aaron Dixon, also known as True. Many of you know him as True. He has authored this amazing read. The book is available on Apple Books. Get your copy today and stay motivated to win.
We're gonna forget about that. Moving on in the story. Anyway, so she doing all that. What do me and him, we get back together, we making it work. He tell me he don't want to be with her because he just not into her. This is what he tell me. That's not the truth. So he and I, gotta moved her around or whatever. That's when she started going from tribe to tribe. Now, all of these tribes that she went from tribe to tribe with is known to be spin-offs of carbonation, or these people being disciples of carbonation. So while she doing that or whatever, she never physically comes to carbonation. But mysteriously, when I just so happened to leave one year to get myself on track and make a better decision for myself, she magically pops up in carbonation. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't really think nothing of it because I'm like, maybe, I don't know, like whatever. But by this time of her coming into carbonation, she has to choose to be with someone else because Nature Boy keeps telling her that I don't want to be with you. He'll fuck on her though. He'll fuck on her, but he don't want to be with her. So she went from loyal to trying. Nigga, she went to trying. Nigga, she went from loyal to trying to fucking Solar to some other nigga and some other niggas. And so and I'm saying this and I'm giving this detail and I'm giving this fact because you on social media telling people that my baby ain't for Solar, all of this shit, and you trying to wake some noise up on me, but you not taking accountability for your own. Like a real woman, if you was doing some shit that you know you ain't had no business doing, or you did some shit in a public light and you ain't want nobody to know about that shit, you would not be trying to call another woman out on some shit that she went through or some shit that she did because you know that you ain't no better, if not worse. If that is the truth, if that is the case, why you feel the need as a divine feminine to wake up some shit on some other woman that you have no detail about and you wasn't there from the beginning? You trying to tell me she trying to tell y'all what I did when that shit is far from it. And you ain't even me. So how you gonna tell the people what I was doing and you not even me? You not making my decisions. You not in my shoes. You not living my life. So mind you, all of this shit she done did behind my, like, not even behind my back, but show up in carbonation. As soon as she get the carbonation, she trying to see if she could become a wife. And we ain't at war. We ain't at war. She ain't at war with me, and I'm not at war with her. The war is within herself, because she got to overcome some shit that she got going on. Keep bringing my name up on this platform and keep bringing out my child that nobody has ever saw and that I don't wake shit up on. She trying to wake up some shit for whatever reason. So, baby, the war is within her. I'm just speaking on it because, number one, you're not going to pay with me. Because if you was in my face, you wouldn't be talking all that hot shit. Because I was already in your face. And if that was the fact, if that was the truth, then you would have said some shit. And I already done said my piece in combination to all them women. Ain't nobody stepped to me. But anyway, we going to move on with the story. So, she Nature Boy didn't want to be with her, whatever. She like, well, I want to be with Solar. You want to talk about how he was fucking on me when you was pregnant. We're not going to forget that you was fucking on Solar when Zoka was pregnant. We're not going to talk about how you double back and got with this nigga right after he lost his baby and didn't give a fuck about none of that. Talk about somebody, I just wanted to be the woman that gave him a baby and all of this shit. You was really disrespecting the fuck out Zoka. Really in that girl's face, really just in her relationship, tearing some shit apart, really doing some dirt. But you want to talk about how he was fucking on me? Girl, bye. You can never call a kettle black, however the fuck you say that. You can never do that. Because you sitting up in here trying to make it seem like you the victim and you done been through some shit. Zoka done been through way more than you, Janae. Like, let's be real. I done been through some shit that you could never fathom. You are fathoming it now because you want to put your feet in some shit that you can't handle. You biting off more that you could chew. Cause I ain't choose this, baby. You chose your baby daddy. You chose to have a nigga by that baby. In a sense that, I want to be with him. All the guys that I have ever been with, including my baby daddies, have chose me and I gave them the go ahead. So let's move on with the story, right? She get in the relationship with Janae and Solar. Solar is literally saying, I'm not polygamous. I don't want to be polygamous. I want to be with Zoka. She is in that relationship down bad. Let's be real. And I'm sitting there watching this chick do that. And I'm looking at Nature Boy watching him. And guess what? I'm saying, y'all, this ain't right. We need to stop doing this. Y'all, we all need to have love in our own way and choose our own people. Like, you can't force yourself to be in a relationship with people. And guess what Nature Boy did? Beat me off camera because I was standing up for everybody in Carbonation, standing up for the love and for the value and for the integrity of everybody over there. And everybody watched. Janae heard that shit. Janae watched that shit. Janae was coerced into that shit. So I forgave her for a lot of the, things that she did, because I'm like, we all in this shit. Like, we all just got some other stuff going on. So I'm not going to hold that against her. So I'm forgiving everything that she doing. Everything that she doing. So when she can't be in a relationship with Solar, then she go trying to still be in a relationship with Nature Boy. Guess who he was with? Me. And guess what I was saying? With our baby. This is not right. I don't want my daughter growing up like this. So now, no, hold on. Give me a second. Come on. Come on. Come on, Eliana. Let's wake it up. Let's wake it up since everybody got their name in my mouth. It's better that I talk about me than other people talk about me because other people don't know what they talking about. Anyway, so I don't want my babies around me talking about this, okay? So that's why I removed them, from around me while I'm talking about this. So moving on. She's still trying to be with Nature Boy while I'm there. I'm getting physically abused. Everybody know the shit. Everybody watching the shit. So I wind up leaving for good, right? I wind up leaving for good. Just to prolong, long story short. I wind up leaving for good. And I go back to Puerto Rico to get a protection order on him. Mind you, Janae is in a relationship with Nature Boy. She's considered to be his wife, while me and my daughter is out here fighting for our lives, while me and the daughter that I have with Nature Boy.
Who here remembers that Puerto Rico confrontation? Velvet had gone and joined Light Crown Melanin in Puerto Rico, and somehow Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka Chief Papa John Hot Pocket, aka Chief Administrative Segregation, found out and confronted her at the LMC tribe's house. Here's a clip, guys.
A woman has a choice. I mean, a woman has a choice. If she chooses not to deal with a certain person, she has a choice to not deal with that person, not for it to be forced on her, where he's stalking her.
Yeah, he's definitely stalking me. Definitely stalking me. I don't want to have nothing to do with him. He needs to leave. He needs to leave me alone. He needs to leave us alone. I don't like him. I don't want to be with him. I don't need him in my life. I don't need that energy. And Eliana doesn't either. He's toxic. Period. And if you don't like that, then that's on you. Period.
Oh, look. He's saying he's trying to join. Look. He's trying to join. All right, Dea. See you later.
I wonder how many historians of carbonation I have that are actually subscribed or in the bushes. Who remembers this incident when Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka Chief Jana Hot Pocket, aka Chief Administrative Segregation, tried to confront Velvet in Puerto Rico after she had joined Light Crown Melanin Tribe? Who remembers this? It was rather interesting because, if I'm not mistaken, at the end of this, he was served. He was served with the protection order that Velvet ultimately was granted. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that restraining order is for 6 years. Any of my historians watching this, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Thank you guys.
Is out here fighting for our lives, while me and the daughter that I have with Nature Boy is out here don't got no income, nobody helping us, nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really getting it out the mud. That's what we doing. But you want to sit on here and cry about how you and your baby is going through X, Y, Z? Anyway, and it's not about if Velvet is innocent and all that. It ain't about that. What it is about is everybody taking accountability. You can't sit up here and be on social media talking about how you going through some shit and then throw shade in the midst of it and act like that shit not gonna boomerang on your ass. Absolutely not. Cause one thing that's not about to happen is try to make it seem like I'm the co-conspirator and I'm the fucking y'all, Janae, you, and all of them other women. Y'all came into the relationship with me and my baby daddy. As fucked up as it is to claim that nigga, that is the truth. So if I stood in my relationship and said that I didn't want to be in a relationship with you or her or whatever for whatever reason, I had every right to. Because at the end of the day, this is my relationship. Y'all want to try to sit up here and make it seem like, oh, she's selfish or she don't want to be polygamous and all of this because she this and she that and all of that. I have every right to sit there and say that I don't want my man to be with none of y'all. Period. Especially if I don't know y'all. Especially if he not getting tested, she not getting tested. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. Like, y'all coming back smelling like mayonnaise. Y'all, especially if he not getting tested, she not getting tested. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. Like, y'all coming back smelling like mayonnaise. Y'all sleeping with motherfucking Solar. Y'all.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. They coming back smelling like mayonnaise? Is that what she said, y'all? Yo, she said they coming back smelling. What? Y'all, what does that mean?
Like, y'all coming back smelling like mayonnaise. Y'all sleeping with motherfucking Solar. Y'all sucking Tron dick. Like, y'all coming back doing all of this shit. I have every right to. So at the end of the day, if I chose to step outside of that relationship, as I did, and then went back to go get me a protection order, if I was so jealous of you and so had hatred for you in your heart, how come I never woke no shit up on you? How come I never, was mad at you or had did something ill towards you or said anything negative about you until you actually call my baby a demon, until you actually started telling people, oh, that's not, I believe that's not Solar's baby, until you start saying shit like that. Because what you not gonna do is play with me, period. So all of that shit is going on in Puerto Rico, right? Me and my baby out there fighting for our lives. This same woman who is trying to make it seem like I am the devil from hell and I'm the reason why he not taking care of his baby and all of this stuff. She is on the other side of the gate with Nature Boy and Solar, And both of them are like, Velvet, you down bad, you know, trying to intimidate me. And they all around the gate trying to kidnap Eliana from me. This nigga, Nature Boy, almost broke into the house, and you sitting up there, you need to come back home. And you know you wrong for that. And you know you wrong for treating Nature Boy like that. And what the woo. Then, when I finally get my protection,
I ain't even finna hold y'all. But as far as Velvet saying that at one point Janae was telling her to come back home and all that other sugar honey iced tea, Velvet not lying, because there's a lot of comments that I found, particularly this one that I'm showing right now on the screen. Can y'all see that, right? That's from Janae. I don't know what time frame or time period this is from, but that is a comment made in a live that Alihio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka Chief Hopper John Hot Pocket, aka Chief Administrative Segregation, was doing. And that was her comment to Velvet. That's why I don't think it's a far stretch of the imagination to definitely believe what Velvet is saying right now.
what the woo. Then when I finally get my protection order and I get myself situated and you leave from the fucking cult, you leave, and we hit each other back up because originally you and I had a relationship way before Nature Boy, way before Solar, all of this shit. So we wake it back up with each other, and we on good terms because, mind you, if I would have never held any of that shit against you, we wouldn't have never been cool. We was cool because I forgave you and I never held none of that against you. So and this is me living in Ohio. This was when I was living in Ohio. Me and you became back cool or whatever. So we on the phone, and actually we did a live where you started praying for me and my kids. Like, I hope Ellie, get a good father in her life, and all of this and all of that and all of that. Where is that same energy? Now you don't want Eliana to have no type of good nothing? Like, it don't gotta be Solar. You just hate my baby just because I slept with Solar and had a baby for him. That's how you really feel about me. That's real. That's some real shit that's coming out of you just because I was with him. It don't even matter why I got with him. What matters is that we were together, we had a baby, and it woke this shit up out of you. Because who's to say if I was to continue to be around you, you could have sabotaged me the same way Solar sabotaged me, or the same way Solar sabotaged you, or the same way Nature Boy sabotaged us all. So this is really just showing me your true colors. Because if I really was jealous of you, or really had something against you, or really wanted to be with who you was with, I'd have still be with that nigga because he sure is in his pants about me. Period. Mad because he can't get in touch with me. Period. I don't want nothing from the situation. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be his friend. I don't want money from him. I don't want child support from him. I don't want none of that shit. Y'all can have all of that. Y'all can fucking play around with pennies all y'all want. I'm over here living big. I'm living large. I'm accomplishing goals. I got shit going for myself and for my kids. I've been taking care of my kids by myself. Been doing what I gotta do by myself. And if somebody help me, that's my business. That ain't none of your business. Period. So I'm doing everything that I need to do. So a nigga coming in having a baby with me, this ain't nothing new to me. I'm holding it down. Period. I'm not looking for nothing from him. I'm not hurting from not getting nothing from him. And mama's baby, daddy's baby, I'm cool with that. Cause I wish he was never the father. But we gonna keep it moving on the story, right? So long story short, Solar and all of them, they wind up leaving Carbonation because it finally shut down or whatever. This girl, Janae, gets into the relationship with Solar. Mind you, me and Janae, we technically still cool. So she calling my phone every other day for advice.
Have you checked out our new merch? Support the Medaya movement, where comfort is our main goal. Let your wardrobe be a reflection of your finesse and personal flair. With every thread woven with care, our apparel is designed to not just look great, but feel great too. We believe in celebrating every body type with our diverse range of stylish, high-quality clothing. We are not just selling merch, we're curating confidence, ensuring you step out in style every single day. Experience the blend of fashion-forward trends and timeless classics in our collections. And with our inclusive sizing, you'll find the perfect fit that makes you feel confident and fabulous. Embrace the Medaya movement experience today. Shop now. The link is in the bio.
you, me and Janae, we technically still cool. So she calling my phone every other day for advice. Like, Vel, he doing this and he doing that. So I'm like, it sound like Nature Boy. This sound like Nature Boy. This sound like Nature Boy. So I'm telling her that it sound like Nature Boy. And she is completely neglecting our relationship, like our whole friendship. So in my mind, I'm like, my friends, the people who fuck with me, they listen to what I have to say, like, and vice versa. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? So I start looking at it like, you draining me, chick. Like, you don't have, like, you not really hearing me. You're not really listening to me. So I started getting exhausted with me and her relationship. So I exit her out. I'm like, I'm not going to be friends with you anyway. I don't, it is what it is. Like, I cut that relationship off. So from that moment of me doing that, way before this solar shit popped up, I wasn't cool with you. Because you started making yourself look like a liar when you wasn't telling the full story. Because truth be told, y'all, you and Solar was being toxic together. Y'all was doing some toxic shit together. And you wanted to stay in that toxic shit. So, and if you didn't, it would have been different. So he didn't fool you. He didn't make you look like nothing. You wanted to do that. That was your decision. You said it out your own mouth. You said that you wanted to be in a relationship with him and you thought he was going to change once the baby came. I ain't never had that in my heart for none of my baby fathers. They was telling me that we was going to have a family and they switched up and I made a decision to get the fuck. And that's when they started going crazy on me because they couldn't be with me no more. Totally different situation, baby. You can't compete where you don't compare. So anyway, I started being cool with her, and then like months later or whatever, after that initial decision, maybe like 2 or 3 months later, I don't know how long it was, but it was some time later or whatever. Solar was like saying all this stuff, like he was hurt and all of that. And in my mind, I didn't never think that he was like crazy because I never like been around these people to really be like have a judgment about their character. So I'm thinking that they went through some shit how I went through it. Like I'm really like giving them the benefit of the doubt because you know we always going through it. So I sent my condolences to Solar. So when I sent my condolences to Solar, you know, it was a spark between us or whatever, and we decided to be together. Not to make you mad or jealous or none of that. Maybe on his part, but that shit didn't have nothing to do with you. So me and Solar together, and that's when I really got to see the real from the fake, and that's when I really got to understand like what was really going on. By the time that all happened, I was already pregnant. So once I got pregnant, some more shit started coming out. In the last month of me and Solar, that's when all his cards fell out his pocket. He started doing some shit that you don't even want to know about. So when all of that happened or whatever, I just was like, fuck him, fuck them, fuck all of that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, but we not about to sit up here. We not about to sit up here and act like when you got pregnant or when I found out that you was pregnant. This was after I got with Solar that I found out you was pregnant. But we not gonna act like I wasn't on the phone with you multiple times telling you how Solar needed to be in his baby life and how we was gonna make this shit work because Solar wasn't trying to break up with me. So I'm like, well, how can it work for all of us? Because she need her daddy in her life. Number one, the baby need the daddy in her life. Number one. Number two, I already went through it with Eliana. I ain't trying to go through that. Watch no other child go through that. We're not gonna talk about how I was mature on the phone with you trying to, you know, still make it work and all of this shit. And you was the one being childish about the whole situation. We could have made it work. We could have made a lot of money. We could have did a lot of things. But you wanted to be childish. You wanted to do whatever the fuck it is that you wanted to do. And then Solar started doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. So it's fuck both of y'all. This shit is... This shit disgusting me, son. Y'all son, this shit really disgusts me. Like on a whole nother level. Like y'all don't even realize how much this shit is disgusting, bro. Cause y'all want to sit up there and try to make it seem like I'm the one. Like I'm the one that's doing everything. I'm the one that, bitch, you really called an unborn child a demon. That's some nature boy shit. I ain't never called nobody child no demon. I ain't never sit up there and try to tear a family apart. I ain't never sit up there abandoning no child. I ain't never sit up there and do none of this half of the shit that y'all females do. You can't compete where you don't compare, baby. Stop trying to compare yourself to me. Stop saying my name.
I ain't even finna hold y'all. But first of all, Janae should have never, ever insinuated that Solar, aka Courtney, aka Sir Capalot, is not Velvet's baby daddy. Because honestly, Velvet's not that fortunate. She's not that lucky, y'all. Solar the daddy. Now, secondly, I don't really know why Velvet is saying that Janae is in competition, or well, she's saying you can't compete where you don't compare. I don't think that Janae is competing with her. Do you guys? Do you guys sense a hint of competition between these two women? I think they're both so uniquely different, and also even in their features and their beauty, they're different. So I don't know. I don't see it.
You can't compete where you don't compare, baby. Stop trying to compare yourself to me. Stop saying my name. Because I don't have shit to do with you and Solar I got going on. If that nigga not there for his baby, he was like that anyway. You think he give a fuck about this baby? He don't give a fuck about none of the babies he made. Let's be clear, Janae. He don't care about none of the babies he made. It's not worth it to put him on child support. Cause he ain't gonna give shit anyway. The only thing that putting him on child support is gonna do is get him locked up. And now if you wanna see him in jail, go for it. I'm not going for it because legally he can't be around me. Legally, I don't want shit from him. Because he's a fucking abuser. Is it good to have him in his baby life? That's your decision to make. You need to come to that conclusion yourself. I can't tell you how to look at a motherfucker, but for me and mine's over here, he can't be around my child. He can't come around my child. I don't want shit from him. He gonna put himself in jail just like Nature Boy put himself in jail. And that's how I feel about it. So at the end of the day, I don't care. Fuck a moderator, all that. I don't give a fuck about what people talking about or what people saying. Because if I did some shit, prove it. Prove it. All of the proof is what Nature Boy did. And at this point, there's only proof to show what Solar did. So as far as I'm concerned, me and Janae don't have no beef. As far as I'm concerned, because at the end of the day, she made some decisions that ain't had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with self-fulfillment. That didn't fall through for her, so now she bitter. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm okay with my circumstances. I'm okay with the child being fatherless and all of that shit because I know what I did. I don't gotta post my baby for y'all to see my baby, for my baby to be on here like every other child. My baby don't compare to her child. That's her sibling. So at the end of the day, why would I need to do that and put fuel between them? Who's to say that they're gonna meet each other one day? Who's to say if they're not gonna meet each other one day? Why would I add some shit to a situation that is not mature? So my thing is, you
Interested in a great read? Check out Greatness is a Habit authored by Aaron Dixon, also known as True. Many of you know him as True. He has authored this amazing read. The book is available on Apple Books. Get your copy today and stay motivated to win.
situation that is not mature. So my thing is, you don't have war with me. Why are you angry with me? Why are you this type of way with me? For what? And even if I did have ill intent towards you, could you blame me? Like, look at the shit that you did, sweetheart. Like, karma don't miss nobody. Let's make that clear. Whether I'm going through this shit alone or whatever, we got the same situation going when it comes to our children being fatherless and being born by a fucking nutcracker. So now you know how I feel. Now you know how I feel. And that's just on period. And I don't give a about who feel any kind of way about that. That's just what it is, baby. It is what it is. I'm not hurting for shit. I'm not about to get on social media crying because a nigga not taking care of his business. If he don't take care of his business, like, God deal with him. God gon' deal with him. You feel me? So it's out of my hands. As long as I'm doing what I need to do for me, as long as you doing what you doing for your baby, blood, sweat, and tears, you're not gonna give a fuck about what another nigga trying to do, want to do, had to do, have to do. You ain't gonna worry about none of that because you know you're gonna be pulling every string that you can to make sure you and your babies are straight and come correct. You don't gotta be on social media telling people how this man gave you this for your baby and all that. They ain't none of their business. They ain't none of their business. You asking social media about putting a nigga on child support that you know you want to put on child support. Let's be clear. Let's be real about the shit. So stop coming for me, cause
I ain't even finna hold y'all, but Velvet, she hotter than fish grease right now, y'all. She is hotter than fish grease.
be clear. Let's be real about the shit. So stop coming for me, cause at the end of the day, you waking some shit up that you're not equipped for. You're not equipped to fight a war with me. And let's just be real. And I'm not talking about war that ends us up in jail and all of this shit. I'm talking about spiritual warfare. You want to keep talking about how women are mean to each other and how, we don't have each other back. But look at what you're doing, though. It don't matter what happened with what baby daddy and who had a baby for who. Bitch, you're the problem. Because if you was really real about some shit, we would come together to make some money. We got mad money out here to be making, but you want to flake because you and your feelings being dick crazy. And it's funny to me because people be like, oh, Velvet dick crazy, da da da. If I was dick crazy, I would be with these niggas. Because these niggas want to be with me and they still on my top. I got protection orders and all kind of shit to keep these niggas away from me. Let's be real. And that's not on making myself look good or nothing. Because these niggas just don't want to stay off of me. They don't want to leave me alone. I gotta lie to these niggas and be like, say nothing to these niggas about they babies being born and shit because I know that they want to sabotage me that bad. Like, come on, bro. Like, you got me all the way fucked up, son. We could make some real good money. You talking about you working 2 jobs and doing all of this shit. You taking the hard route. That's what you want to do. We don't have to fuck each other to make money. We don't have to be with the same man to make money. We don't. So let's be clear. You making it hard for yourself. And at the end of the day, I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat regardless. Because I ain't do you shit. I ain't do Solar shit. I ain't do none of y'all shit. All y'all was like feeling some funny type of way about me because of what somebody else said or because you was jealous or because of some dumb shit or whatever. Guidance or not, if we both need guidance or not, all of us need guidance in certain places. But what I'm saying is, why go around just being childish for no reason? Like, if you're a woman, if you're a divine feminine, why you gotta tear another woman down about some shit you don't even know? Divine feminine don't do that. You want to talk about how you healing and you doing all of this spiritual shit? You don't do that. Divine feminine don't do that. If you sat down with Queen of Four, if you sat down with motherfucking Barack Obama's wife, if you sat down with motherfucking Tyra Banks or whoever the fuck, these really divine feminine, I can't even say if Tyra Banks is divine feminine, but if you sat down with a divine feminine, she will be telling you what I'm telling you. Because you can't sit there and say that and do all of that and then be feeling some type of way when somebody else do it to you. When you talking bad about somebody else and then people talk bad about you. You can't do that. You 1 foot in and 1 foot out, baby. Choose what you want to believe in. Choose what you practice what you preach. Cause ain't nowhere in the history of anywhere on the internet was I ever talking about you. The only thing that is of relevancy and documentation or receipt of me talking about you was when you kept coming for me. You kept coming for me like you just all good and you was never a prostitute and all of this shit and all of you gotta make up a lie to make me look like some type of whatever the fuck. I ain't never waking up on you, Janae. Let's be clear. So y'all move around respectfully. Move around. My baby don't got nothing to do with none of this shit on social media, and that's how I'm gonna keep it. Y'all will not get to see my baby because my baby won't compete where my baby does not compare. And that's just on period. I just wanted to wake that up. I hope y'all have a blessed night. I hope y'all, see clear. Whether y'all have y'all opinions or not, I hope that we all see clear so we can stop being at war with some shit that we don't really need to be at war with. And that's on period, because I ain't at war with nothing. The war is within me, and I already conquered a lot of things. So, it is what it is. Peace.
Backwood stuff, streets finna fired up. Outside with my hogs and we wide up. What you mean I ain't hustle? When I'm going, I leave with these hands, so I might fuck your pride up. Certified big boss, now I'm high tech. Clock in, in boot work, mic check. Fell off, took a L and got it right back. Turn a racket to an M and ain't like that. Woke up this morning and went caught a play. They don't walk how I walk, make them get out the way. Big bankroll, bitch, better get you some cake. Being friendly, fake ain't gon' play in my face. Bitches can't rap but look good while they hate. Ooh, big G-O-D, so I cannot relate. Sneak this and no, I would not tolerate. Chokehold on the game till they suffocate. Back in this bitch and that money, the motive. Inhaling gas while I'm mashing the motor. These niggas hoes gotta pay for the code. Boy, you ain't got a choice to be lame, I done throw this. Goddamn me, I look good in these balance. Was thugging in Memphis, I took it to Dallas. Stood on that business till I caught a callus. Then upped on the score, I'm pining in the palace. Hood me in there, all my clothes. Big money talking, I hustle and flow with them bulls. Won't catch me slipping when I'm on the roll. Lot of tools in this bitch like we working for Lowe's. My diamonds dancing, Chris Frost get hit with the walk. You ever try to cross me? Pimpin' baby, you should go and get off and leave your ceiling high. Sit you feeling saucy. Backwood stuff 3 finna fire up. Outside with my hogs and we wide up. What you mean I ain't hustle? Where I'm going, I leave with these hands so I might fuck your pride up. Certified big boss, now I'm high tech. Clock in, boot work, mic check. Fell off, took a L and got it right back. Turn a racket to an M and ain't like that. Big body Benz, I done blew out the back. Real pretty bitch, so you know I'm a brat. Run me on mine or I'm leaving you flat. If 50 missing, I go get the strap. Roll to the riches, I got my own mouth. I'm popping my shit, I'ma leave you with crap. I'm pushing P and these bitches be cow. Fuck with a boss, you gon' work for that wow.